Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope this finds you well. This is Stevie's Tarot. I'm Stevie, or Stephanie. I'll be your guide. Come in, join me, hit that like and subscribe button. I hope to give you some guidance, some help that will ease your mind, your day, or just give you a good story. First off, before we jump into the tarot, we are going to get a crystal mandala card. Every time I have got one of these cards, it has been on point. This is a fairly new deck for me. They're so large for my little hands. We have one, thank you. Oh, of course, like it's selenite, it's divine protection, Archangel Melchizedek. I have no idea how to say that. Anyone want to pronounce that correctly for me? Spell it phonetically in the comments. What a beautiful card. Let's read about it. It's number 4. And Divine Rebel is at the bottom. Okay, number 4. A lot of these are hard to, archangels are hard for me to pronounce. Melchizedek and selenite. All right. We bring you the gift of divine perfection. As you receive our gift, you will feel a wave of great peace move through your heart and mind. You will know you are exactly as you were divinely designed to be, that your life is proceeding in perfect timing, and that all is well. What a great message. What a great comfort. Thank you, Spirit. Come through. If there has been a matter causing you concern, allow us to bless that situation with the peaceful grace of the divine now. You shall receive the perfect resolution of that matter in accordance with unconditional love. There is no need to judge yourself for any decision or choice you have ever made. Forgive yourself and others now. There are so many blessings for you to receive, and no need for you to hold on to anything out of fear, shame, guilt, or regret. Free yourself as you surrender into the realization of divine perfection. Goodness. As you grow on your spiritual path, you will eventually become aware of a paradox. Two apparently conflicting truths. If you all knew how much this was resonating in my life, I know I am speaking truth to some of you. Two apparently conflicting truths, both of which you resonate with at a deeper level. This can cause some temporary confusion until you realize they do not conflict, but actually support each other. On one hand, you can be seeking growth and development. You will want to fulfill your divine potential and manifest your life purpose, sacred mission, and divine destiny. This is the path of evolution where you are willing to learn and grow through your experiences. You will feel as if you are leaving your old self behind and becoming a new version of yourself, more aligned with your inner spiritual nature and life purpose. This process may occur many times throughout the course of our lifetime. In earth medicine, the snake, we are ending the year of the snake. The snake is considered a symbol of transformation. The year of the fire horse begins February 17th. The year of the snake ends February 16th. You will feel that this happens symbolically as you grow spiritually. Okay. In earth medicine, the snake is considered a symbol of transformation because it sheds a skin no longer needed and emerges anew. Through that process of transformation, you become an increasingly radiant, embodied divine being. It is similar to the acorn becoming a mighty oak tree, or the caterpillar eventually emerging as an exquisite butterfly. It is the fulfillment of your innate spiritual blueprint, and it happens as you experience change, growth, healing, and transformation. However, there is a second truth on the spiritual path that applies to all beings, even those gifted with the ability to transform themselves. The second truth is perfection. There is nothing to do, no change to go through, no healing that needs to take place, because the inner truth of your nature, you are already divine, whole, and perfect. So does this mean you should not attempt to evolve, that you should not give up, that you should give up personal and spiritual development work and simply be as you are in utter bliss? Actually, you are here to live the divine paradox of both truths. Use the inner knowing of the divine wholeness of you to bring you peace as you evolve and grow on your divine path. Evolution is ultimately part of the divine perfection of the divine plan. As you grow, you become more able to realize the perfection of your innate spiritual nature. If you forget about the underlying perfection, you may unnecessarily feel panic, overwhelm, fatigue, and even depression and despair when you hit a challenge on your personal journey. You may worry that you are failing, running out of time, or doing something wrong. You may forget that you are a divine being taking a journey instead of becoming unnecessarily worried. You're encouraged to grow and transform to the best of your ability, while also feeling a restful peace deep inside that sustains you with trust, comfort, and reassurance that all of life, including you, is being held in the grace of divine protection. I call on the crystal angel of selenite and archangel Melchizedek, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing gift of perfection. May all beings find comfort in the inner truth of their divine perfection. May divine love discover itself in all beings, awakening to a realization of eternal peace and divine protection. May there be comfort and peace in the hearts of all beings. Through divine mercy, may my own free will. So be it. I choose my own free will to honor and express my ability to evolve spiritually with peace in my heart, accepting that the perfection of divine love is always whole and shining within me. May those that love me unconditionally assist me in sustaining serenity within my heart as I take my journey of personal and spiritual growth this lifetime. May divine perfection reveal itself to me through unconditional love and compassion. So mote it be. let's get into the tarot. These are always just absolutely beautiful messages. You know, the card I pulled for myself this morning was the Four of Cups. You know, don't be, let's start. 5 things I am grateful for. My cat, the roof over my head, the heat to keep me warm, the job I have, free and fair elections still in the United States, my family. All right, Tarot, what would you like to say here? These are some slippery tarot cards. Before the tarot, I'm supposed to get some charms out for y'all. Just a couple. That's enough. A key. Ah, look at this. Look at that wild horse. Fire horse is coming in. Holds like a hand for protection, made with love. A key. Puppy's feet. Or I consider that like your passed over pet, right? So it could be a puppy or a dog or a cat. It's a unicorn. But yeah. Unicorn, fire horse, horse. Passed over pet, a key to your heart, just a heart made with love, someone that says their cooking is made with love, and you are protected. Keep up your spiritual and physical protection. What's this situation going on around the collective? Whoa. Huh. Are you acting before thinking, or is someone around you doing that? Make sure that you are thinking before you act, because there are some people around you that aren't. They're acting before they think. They may not have... lame brain. They may not have the capabilities, the capacity to even think the way you think. Just be careful. People aren't thinking before they act. Make sure you do. I hear you're 10 steps ahead of them. Make sure you continue to do that. There's some Queen of Swords. They think they've got sharp minds. Look. Nothing compared to yours. You realize you have had these gifts since childhood. A lot of people say they had to lose someone close to, someone had to die. Look, you've lost people since you were a child. Did you lose a childhood friend when you were real young? But look, you don't have to lose like the person closest to you in the world to gain spiritual gifts. You were born with this-ish. You've had it since childhood. You know, the messages I received in the shower today is that the strength that you have was given to you through generations before. Tap into that. Meditate on that. The women, your mother, your grandmother, your great-grandmother. Being grateful of having that hot shower. I was thinking about all the generations before and going back to how they didn't even have, not having hot water, running water, and how they, you know, dreamt up even a shower. It was probably with a warm waterfall, right? I don't know, but You've had these gifts since childhood. Tap back into that. You've been reminded of that lately. That's going to cover that. You need to tap back into those childhood gifts. Did you change the weather when you were a child? You had massive gifts and you didn't tell anyone. Or if you did, they just laughed at you and, you know. Did you have a grandmother or great-grandmother that taught you some games like dominoes, Chinese checkers, shooting dice, whatever, lucky $2 bills? All right. Yeah. What's coming up for you? Let's get a card out of these. What's coming up? Well, the Hanged Man. Yeah. Look, you need to continue to sit back and you have a bird's eye view of all this stuff going on. Yeah. All that fighting. This is all of them. Fight amongst yourselves. I'm gonna just hang out here peaceful in my own. Like, they're all fighting. You're gonna hang out here and you're gonna be rewarded for it. Yeah. Yes, your emotions are gonna stay in check, Queen. St. Michael is going to help you. He's going to take those people and ride out with them. Out of your life. And this one, let's read the Hangman. The Hanged Man ceases forward momentum to avoid disaster and instead favors reflection. Sleeping Beauty is a symbol of stasis, with the option of sleep or death. She chooses to wait for more favorable conditions. You're going to wait it out. Like, it's not this or this. You're like, nope, pass. I'm going to wait. It's about suspension, restriction, sacrifice, readjustment, improvement. You don't have to make a decision right now. In fact, if you sit back and say, nope, those two choices are no, I don't accept that as my my options. I'm gonna wait for another option. You're gonna get the big dog and the 10 of Pentacles. This is what you're waiting for, and you're gonna get it. You don't have to take this or that. You're gonna get it all in the end. And you're gonna be smoking your broccoli. You're gonna be at a comedy show, getting a good massage, living in your late years. Like, you're gonna, because you chose not to choose. Like, that's a decision. That's a decision. Everybody else, like, and you said, no, I'm not making this decision. You can't force me to. You can't force me to. I'm holding out for the Wheel of Fortune. They want this for you. They want they want the world covered in red, and you refuse. You are the high priestess. You don't accept their offers. You don't. You don't accept their offers. You are protected. This is them. Confirmation. You live in the light. They live in the dark. They are fake. Foes. They are telling you you have to make a choice of this or that. You don't. You tell them, nope, I am boss energy. I don't have to make a choice right now. Devil, get out. Get out, devil. Get out. Get out of my house. This tower is not falling, but look, that snake is getting out. Look at that long tail, that serpent tail, the devil. Devil, I rebuke you, devil. You leave. You must leave my house. This is what they want. They want to consume you. They want to consume us. They are telling you you have to make a choice. You don't. If you make a choice, this is where you're headed. You don't. You don't make a choice. This is them. They are fake and faux. This is you. You're a big daddy boss energy. You know better. You know better. You're going to have the Wheel of Fortune because you don't have to make a choice. You're the high priestess. You know better. You see better. You see the duality and you see all sides. It's not just two. And you're divinely protected. Yeah. This white stag, it's okay to be the hermit for a while. If that's what it takes for them to miss you with their bullshit, then be that white stag in hermit mode. Sometimes that's what we have to do for them to miss us with that. I hope you found messages here. If you did, please leave a kind comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. This is Stevie's Tarot.